In Nigeria, a 220-hour World Guinness Record attempt is turning the spotlight on one of Africa's most urgent human rights challenges: sexual and gender-based violence and the laws designed to protect survivors. Led by Olubunmi Oluba, the initiative brings together SGBV laws from 15 African countries, creating a platform for public legal awareness, comparative learning, and conversations around stronger implementations and reforms. But this is more than breaking a record. It raises a fundamental question: do people know the laws that are meant to protect them? And do the institutions responsible for enforcing those laws fully understand their responsibilities? At a press conference in Abuja, voices from government, the United Nations, academia, and civil society stressed that laws cannot achieve their purpose simply by existing on papers. Citizens need to know their rights, institutions need to understand their responsibilities, and survivors need meaningful pathways to justice. Media 360 Impact takes you inside the voices and visions behind Pan-African Initiative and the bigger questions of whether knowing the law can help strengthen the fight against SGBV. For Olubunmi Oluba, the Guinness World Record provides the visibility needed to take the conversations beyond Nigeria.
Sexual and gender-based violence. And I think of the global platform to create this global awareness on SGBV. Bear in mind, I stated earlier that people don't know these laws. Even justice actors, they don't really know these laws. So I look for a global platform to create this global awareness about sexual and gender-based violence. Now, the Guinness World Record, it's a platform, but I'm not looking at the victory, at the success actually. But then the success, of course, is a plus. But this is a global platform where these laws can actually be brought to the public, for citizens, for the world to actually know that, okay, we have these laws and these are the provisions in the laws. These are the protection for victims and survivors of sexual and gender-based violence.
For
Sorry to
Ms.
your
Beatrice Young, greater awareness is critical because duty barriers cannot effectively implement laws they do not know.
You cannot accept your rights. There are many women and men who don't know what their countries have ratified at the international level, at the national level, that you don't know. The other one is the duty bearers, those who are supposed to implement. They can't implement if they don't know. You know, if they don't know the laws that are there, they can't implement. And sometimes these laws are not actually domesticated in the national law. So for countries that are domesticated, it's easier because maybe if you read your laws, you will see them there. But in some countries, those laws have not been domesticated. Those conventions, those protocols, like the protocol, they have not been domesticated. So this marathon is very important because it's handling so many things. It's bringing about the awareness that African countries don't want gender-based violence. They don't want it. They have the laws for that. They have the systems. They might not be implemented, but they have shown their commitments, even at the highest level. Another thing is, just like she herself said, we'll be able to learn from one another and maybe identify best practices. And the other thing is that it has not been done before. We have done all these advocacies within the different countries, different communities, but this one is actually touching the global stage because it's not only those 14 countries that will be listening. All other countries will be listening. It will bring the attention of everybody. We are looking that everybody should be able to be sensitized, be aware of what is existing. The issue.
For Dr. Comfort Adukwe, the initiative provides an opportunity to take SGBV laws out of textbooks and legal documents and bring them directly to the public.
Coming from the academic background, our mandate is to teach and research. And all of this activity, taking the text within the centers and the law faculties, we're used to having all our documents in the text. We're used to researching and documenting. We're used to teaching and advocacy to our students and even to the public. But then we have found out that this campaign is very important, that we leave out of those texts, we leave out of those pages of our documents. We take the time and step out of our books and our files and begin to speak these words and this text into the ears of the public so that they will hear and understand. I know a part of the law that says ignorance is not an excuse, right?
Yes.
They are all packed in a textbook. All of these laws are packed in a textbook. They are packed in a document. But nobody gets to read them. And so doing this is bringing out to the public, reading them out to the ears of the people. I am sure they understand, but they don't know that they exist, or they don't know that they are already passed and living with us in our books and our texts. So it is time for us to hear them loud out so that we will begin to put them into practice.
The ambition, therefore, goes beyond 220 hours of reading. It is about turning laws into knowledge, knowledge into actions, and actions into accountability and justice. Follow, like, at Media 360 Impact for credible, people-centered reporting.